First, let me say how happy I am that you men...
And woman.
And woman would take time to sit down and talk with me. My name is Luke. I really think my readers are going to enjoy your story. Let me explain. I'm one of a quartet of writers, freelance, working on a 4-part series. Now, it'll be published as a sequel to the bestseller Old Testament, and we're working on a sequel called, tentatively titled Old Testament 2, The Good News.
Good news. I like it.
Yeah, well, thanks. You know, people want good news these days. You know, what with the uprising and the scandals and the financial troubles, and my gosh, nobody trusts the government anymore. I mean, come on, this is soon going to be the first century, for goodness sake. You know, people have often been worried about what's going to happen when we finally switch to Y1K.
We know what you mean.
Yeah, so let me start out, get everybody's name and where you came from.
You may call me Caspar. I've traveled afar.
And I am Melchior. I've come over field and fountain.
My name is Balthazar. I've come over moor and mountain. I believe I have read your father's work, but you come from a family of healers, do you not, Luke?
Well, that's right. I'm also a doctor, but you're probably thinking of my cousin John and my uncle Ansgar. And I'm really fond. They are real saints, believe me. I tell you, they even had hospitals named after them.
Perhaps the same will happen to you.
Yeah, maybe not. But you know, like everything else, a new Conner comes along and they change the name. Well, what are you going to do, you know?
And your father wrote for the Old Testament?
Well, yes. My dad was the science and nature writer for the Old Testament, and I do a little bit of writing in my spare time.
Oh, of course I remember now. Your father is the one that wrote about Noah and Moses.
That's right, yeah. You know, both Noah and Moses were related and went down in history saving people from floods and other water hazards. And it became, you know, their family tradition that they hoped to pass on to, well, probably all their descendants.
Really? I didn't know Noah and Moses had a last name. What was it?
Wallaker. Yeah, right. Yeah, Wallaker. So, what are you all? Kings? Astronomers?
We are Magi.
Magicians!
No, my friend Luke. Some Magi are magicians, but we are more, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Wise men.
And woman.
No magic? Gosh, I was really hoping for magic.
Oh, okay. All right. Here, take a card, any card. Look, don't tell.
Got it.
King of Hearts.
That's it!
Yes.
My gosh, how do you do that?
Well, you know.
Well, anyway, I understand that the three of you met up and you actually discovered that you were taking the exact same journey for a celebration.
Yes, my friend, I had traveled far from the east on my quest, and after wandering many weeks throughout the burning desert sands, met my 2 new friends, now companions, at the oasis.
Wow. And when did you meet?
Midnight. At the Oasis. I wrote a song about it for a girl I know.
Oh, yeah.
Sing your camel to bed.
Holy camels, he's been singing this song all trip.
So, we discovered we were heading in the same direction and decided to go together.
Well, how's the trip going so far?
Long and tedious, my friend. We have no maps.
We first started out traveling by dead reckoning, but it took like forever.
Well, that's because you men refuse to ask for directions.
Well, hey, I could have sworn I knew how to get there. I thought I recognized that bent palm tree.
But now we are guided by GPS.
GPS?
Yes. Guiding, pointing star.
Oh. Wow, I gotta write this stuff down.
Yeah, and we're bringing gifts to the child we seek.
What kind of gifts?
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
Say, what did you pay for that gold?
This piece? 30 denarii.
30. I got a cousin in the gold business. Could I let you have it for 25 tops?
Say, tell me, I've always wondered, what is myrrh exactly?
Well, it is a special oil from the lands of España. Spain. At the bullfights, after a good pass by the matador, the frantic crowd leaps to its feet as yells, "Ole!" And the crowd throws myrrh oil into the ring.
Oh, I've heard of it. Oil of Olay.
Yes.
Well, and this frankincense, what do you do with that?
You light it, and the beautiful smoke wafts through the air for you to smell.
We had to wait until we were out in the desert to light it.
Oh, why is that?
We're not allowed to have smoke within 20 cubits of a business.
Yeah. So tell me, where are you headed?
Well, to the west. Just to the edge of oil country, to the Big B.
The Big B, Bakken?
Bethlehem.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. Well, good luck. I hear it's almost impossible to get a room anywhere out near there.
Yes, and the roads are terrible.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll probably leave that part out anyway, no problem.
Say, not that it really matters to me at all. Will we be in the story? I want to let my family know about it.
Oh, yes. The foreign names of yours, the editors might just drop those and end up referring to you as the wise men.
And woman.
And woman. But that could change, too. You know how these editors are. They have to rewrite things for the final story. But we found that a group of three, sort of a trinity, is a good running theme for the whole deal.
Well, and if you don't mind me asking, when will the story appear?
Oh, no, I don't mind asking at all. Well, I'll get it collected here now. All my notes are in Aramaic, and then the second draft will probably be rewritten in Greek. Of course, go to a copy editor who sends it to a fact checker, looks at it over, sends it back to editing, and then the final in maybe Hebrew on really good papyrus. And then we take the papyrus rolls, roll them up, stick them into clay pots, hide them in a cave, and hope somebody finds them. And that's really all there is to it. So I expect it'll appear in print in, give or take a day or two, 90 years. 90. More or less. So listen, you guys, I'll catch up with you in Bethlehem. Then I got to run over to the capital to talk to King Herod to get a quote or two from the government about a Messiah that's been predicted. And then I'll catch the first camel to B-Town.
I hope people will remember our story and believe it.
Well, I don't like to brag, Balthazar, but I have a pretty good reputation. And I think it's safe to say that when Luke writes something, people take it as gospel.
They're Airheads Radio Acting Company, Steve Stark, of course, Steve Poitras, Christopher Gabriel, and Victoria Melchior. And, of course, Carrie Winterstein also with us today.